All right, so get this. Today we're doing a deep dive on AI in fashion.
Yeah, maybe not the first thing that comes to mind, right?
Definitely a bit of a curveball, but our listeners wanted to know how AI is changing the game in the fashion world.
And, well, we found this really cool article from DX Today.
Oh, yeah. I
That's
love
fun.
this one. From runway to retail, how AI is transforming the fashion supply chain.
I mean, talk about a title that grabs your attention.
Totally. And you know what? It's actually pretty spot on.
The article really dives into how AI is basically like reinventing every single part of the fashion industry.
No way. Really, everything.
It's wild. We're talking everything from the initial design concept to the moment you're like browsing clothes online or in a store. AI is everywhere.
So where do we even start with all this? What about the designers themselves? How is AI changing their world?
Okay, so imagine AI as this like super creative brainstorming partner for designers.
Like a robot muse.
Kind of. There are these AI tools like Style Transfer that can actually blend different design aesthetics.
Whoa, hold on. So it's like taking, I don't know, a vintage Dior dress and mixing it with like a modern streetwear vibe.
Exactly. It's almost like a digital mood board on steroids. And then there's Generative Adversarial Networks. They can actually create totally new designs based on all this existing fashion data.
So it's like having a fashion oracle predicting what's next.
Kinda.
Yeah.
It's honestly a bit mind-blowing.
Okay, that's a lot to take in. But is this like the end of human designers? Are robots going to be making all our clothes now?
I don't think so, no. I see it more as like an expansion of creativity. AI can help designers explore way more possibilities than they could on their own.
So it's like opening up a whole new world of inspiration.
Totally. Plus, AI can analyze like tons of data. We're talking social media, runway shows, street style, you name it. And from that, it can actually predict future trends.
Whoa, hold up. So you're telling me AI can tell us what we'll be wearing next season?
Well, it can definitely give us some pretty strong hints, which is pretty cool, right? You'd always be ahead of the fashion curve.
Okay, I'm sold. So that's the design side, but this article's called From Runway to Retail. What about the shopping experience? Like, how is AI impacting, people like me who actually buy and wear clothes?
Oh, it's changing things big time. Think about when you're shopping online and you get those personalized recommendations.
Yeah, sometimes those are creepily accurate.
Right. That's AI. It looks at your past purchases, what you've clicked on, and suggests things you might like. But it's going to get even crazier.
How so?
Imagine, like, virtual stylists powered by AI. They could suggest entire outfits based on your body type, your style, even the occasion.
So like a personal shopper in my phone. Sign me up. What about those virtual try-on things? I've seen those popping up.
That's AI too. It uses your phone's camera to like create a 3D model of you, and then you can see how different clothes would look on your, virtual self.
I've tried a few of those. They're pretty cool, not gonna lie. But here's the thing. How does all this AI stuff fit into the whole sustainability conversation? Because let's be real, fashion hasn't exactly been the most eco-friendly industry.
Okay, yeah, that's where it gets really interesting. AI can help us make fashion way more sustainable. It can analyze the entire supply chain from beginning to end and pinpoint areas where we can reduce waste and boost efficiency.
Like what, specifically?
We're talking things like using AI for, like, smarter fabric cutting to minimize scraps, or optimizing inventory so brands don't overproduce and end up with tons of leftover clothes.
Okay, I'm seeing the potential here. The article mentioned this thing called a circular fashion model. What is that?
Basically, it's this idea that we design clothes to be more durable and easily recyclable, so they stay in circulation longer, get repaired or repurposed, instead of just ending up in a landfill.
That makes a lot of sense. So instead of constantly buying new clothes, we'd be repairing, reselling, maybe even upcycling them into something totally new.
Yeah, it's like giving clothes a second life, or even a third or fourth.
And AI is helping make all that happen.
It's playing a huge role, yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild, right?
Yeah. Definitely a different side of AI than I was expecting. So we've covered design, shopping, and sustainability. Anything else we should know about AI in fashion?
Well, the article also talks about how AI can forecast trends with, like, crazy accuracy, and it can optimize the whole manufacturing process so it's faster and cheaper.
So basically, AI is poised to completely revolutionize the fashion industry, from start to finish.
Absolutely. And honestly, this is just the beginning. We're only starting to see what's possible.
Okay, my mind is officially blown. This is fascinating stuff. But before we get too carried away with the possibilities, maybe we should take a moment to consider the potential downsides.
Oh, for sure. Every new technology comes with its own set of challenges.
Exactly. So what are we looking at here? What are some of the not so great aspects of AI in fashion?
Well, that's a whole other can of worms. We can definitely dive into that next.
Yeah.
Whole can of worms is a good way to put it.
Okay, so let's open it up. What are some of the things we need to be cautious about when it comes to AI and fashion?
Well, one of the biggest things is data. AI runs on data, right?
Great.
Like mountains of data. All those personalized recommendations, virtual try-ons, trend predictions, it all comes from our data.
Okay, but what's the big deal with that? Data is just information, right?
It is. But it's also about, like, who controls that information and how they use it.
So you're saying it's a privacy thing.
Exactly. Think about all the data that gets collected about you when you're shopping or browsing online. Your style preferences, your sizes, maybe even your budget. It paints a pretty detailed picture of you. And that raises some questions, like, are we okay with companies having access to all that?
Yeah, that's a good point. We don't always think about where our data goes when we're just trying to find a cute outfit online.
And then there's the whole issue of, like, what if AI ends up dictating all the fashion trends? Could it lead to, like, a lack of diversity in style?
That's an interesting thought. So everyone would basically be wearing the same algorithm-approved outfits.
It's a possibility, yeah. And what happens to human creativity in that scenario? If AI is calling all the shots, do designers even have the freedom to experiment and come up with new ideas?
So are human designers just going to become obsolete? Like, will we all be wearing robot design clothes?
That's the big question, isn't it? Some people think AI will actually enhance human creativity. Like it could free up designers to focus on the bigger picture while AI handles the technical stuff.
So a partnership instead of a takeover.
Yeah, exactly. But there are definitely concerns about jobs being lost, especially in manufacturing. We're already seeing AI-powered robots replacing human workers in some factories.
That's a valid concern for sure. Every time we talk about AI, the question of job security always comes up. It's like, are robots going to take our jobs?
It's hard to say for sure, but technology has always disrupted industries. I think the key is adapting, learning new skills, and making sure the benefits of AI are shared fairly.
That makes sense. Okay, so big picture, what do you think about the overall impact of AI on fashion? Is it a good thing, a bad thing, or somewhere in between?
Honestly, it's too early to tell. AI has the potential to revolutionize the industry in so many positive ways. But it also comes with risks, like any powerful technology.
So it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. It's up to us as humans to make sure AI is developed and used responsibly with, our values in mind.
I like that. Responsible AI.
Yeah.
So what do you see happening next? What's the future of AI in fashion?
Oh, man, the possibilities are endless. I mean, we could see AI-powered personal styling subscriptions. Imagine that. Or like on-demand manufacturing where you can get clothes made to your exact measurements. We might even have AI that helps us create like digital wardrobes.
Wait, digital wardrobes? What does that even mean?
Think of it like a virtual closet where you can store all your clothes digitally, try on different outfits, experiment with styles. You can even share your looks with friends. It would totally change the way we shop and think about clothes.
That's mind-blowing. But wouldn't it kind of take away from the, physical experience of fashion, like feeling the fabrics, finding those one-of-a-kind pieces in a vintage shop?
I think it would definitely change things, but AI shouldn't replace those human elements. It should enhance them, make the whole experience, like, even better.
Okay. I see what you mean. So we've talked about the potential downsides of AI in fashion, but it sounds like you're still optimistic about the future.
Oh, for sure. I think if we approach it carefully and thoughtfully, AI can help us build a fashion industry that's more creative, sustainable, and, actually fulfilling for everyone involved.
I like that, a more fulfilling fashion future. Now, before we wrap things up, I want to circle back to something we talked about earlier, sustainability.
Yeah, that's a big one, because AI has a huge role to play in making fashion more sustainable.
And that's something we can all get behind, right?
Huge, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just a trend, it's like essential at this point.
Totally. So remind me again how AI can actually make fashion more sustainable.
Well, we talked about that circular fashion model, right? Where clothes are designed to last longer and be recycled easier.
Right.
But AI can also optimize how we use materials in the first place. So there's less waste during production.
Makes sense. Less waste is always a good thing.
For sure. And some companies are even using AI to develop totally new sustainable materials, like fabrics made from recycled plastic or even agricultural waste.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. So AI is involved in creating eco-friendly fashion from the very beginning.
Yeah, pretty much. And it can even track supply chains, so brands can make sure they're sourcing materials ethically and that workers are being treated fairly.
Okay, that's huge. So AI isn't just about making clothes look good, it's about making the whole industry more ethical and responsible.
Exactly. And get this. AI can even help predict demand more accurately, so brands don't overproduce and end up with, like, mountains of unsold clothes that just end up in landfills.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. This is giving me hope for the future of fashion. But what about us, the shoppers? Can AI help us make more sustainable choices too?
Oh, absolutely. Like, imagine an app that looks at your wardrobe and suggests ways to create new outfits from the clothes you already own.
So you wouldn't have to buy as much new stuff.
Exactly. Or a platform that, like, connects you with clothing swaps or secondhand shops in your area.
So it's like making it easier to give clothes a second life. I love that idea.
Right. And it helps us all move away from that whole fast fashion thing,
Yeah.
where we're constantly buying and tossing clothes. AI can help us be more mindful about what we buy and appreciate the clothes we have.
It's like shifting our whole mindset about fashion.
Exactly. It's about valuing quality over quantity and, like, recognize the craft and effort that goes into making clothes.
Man, this has been such an eye-opening conversation. I started out a little skeptical about AI and fashion, but honestly, I'm kind of excited about the possibilities now.
It's amazing, right? How technology can change things so fast.
Definitely. And speaking of change, what do you think the future holds for AI in fashion? Like, what do you see happening in the next 5, 10, 20 years?
That's the fun part. It's kind of hard to predict, but I think we'll see AI become even more integrated into everything. We might have AI-powered design studios where anyone can create custom clothes, or virtual fashion shows that are, like, totally immersive and mind-blowing.
Whoa, hold on. Virtual fashion shows, what would those even look like?
I don't know. That's the exciting part, but it's definitely coming. We might even see AI that can, like, read our emotions and suggest outfits to match our mood.
Okay, my brain is officially exploding. That's a lot to take in. But it definitely sounds like the future of fashion is going to be unlike anything we've ever seen before.
It totally is, and AI is going to be driving that change.
Well, I'm definitely curious to see where it all goes. Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive into AI in fashion.
Of course. It's been a blast.
And to everyone listening, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.